Everyone, John here again. I want to speak today about all the damage that narcissists can do to a codependent. Now, I didn't realize this, but all of my life I've been living in a state where I've been brainwashed by my mother. First of all, my mother was a narcissist, and I didn't know why she was so strange. She gave me these weird ideas, ideas about religion and ideas about other people being of no quality, other women being evil and wicked. And I did understand this. After 3 marriages to narcissists, I had married the last one. And after just a few weeks, initially she was such a nice person. I figured I had met the woman of my life, that I would be able to spend the rest of my life with this person, because she was so good at her narcissist act that I actually fell for her. I fell in love with her, and a few short weeks later, that's when she began the gaslighting. And I did not understand that this person, being such a good person who had changed so drastically, she became very, very wicked to me. I had this fear in the air. I would walk around on my tiptoes on eggshells, wondering what happened to this woman, that she changed so drastically, so quickly. But she did leave very shortly after a few weeks, and I was very heartbroken, confused, and I was looking on the internet for support from groups who have had similar experiences with a woman leaving them, and I came across narcissism, and wow, the more I read, the more I just was amazed that, wow, I had lived with a narcissist. My mother was a narcissist, and my brain programming was very defective because I was taught such crap from my mother, and I had gone through a lifetime of being subjected to abuse by narcissists. And finally finding out about it, just over a year ago, I had spent every day of my life, this is all I did, was just concentrated on learning more about narcissism and what it's all about and why. I realized that these people have no emotion, they're totally empty beings, and they are very evil. Their whole idea, their whole motive is to destroy the person that they have conned in. And I had had so much damage done to me over the years by these narcissists. And by discovering narcissism, even into my 60s, I finally did realize there is a such thing as narcissism. These people are wicked, evil, deceptive people. Their only purpose is to suck everything out of you, all of your emotions, and to twist your thinking around so that you believe that you are mentally unstable, that you have mental illness. And I've read so much about people who have spent years and years in marriage relationships, and after all these years, suddenly the spouse will change and they'll show their true narcissistic beings, that they just put on an act showing that they are nice, loving people, but the pain, the damage they've done to people's lives especially in very long-term marriages that lasted 20, 30 years, the damage they have done to these spouses, the damage they've done to their kids, just a total mess. It's a very wicked, wicked thing that these people actually do exist. They are demonic, evil beings that deceive people, making people believe they actually are nice people, and all along they were just hiding in a show of being good, nice, loving people. Now, I noticed back a few years ago, I knew this man, and he was a very likable person. Everyone seemed to like him. He was always happy-go-lucky. He always had a smile on his face, and everyone just liked him. I liked the man myself. And anyways, in the area I live, there was 3 young girls that were raped and murdered. And there was a sketch of this man was put up in a restaurant, and this man actually frequented this restaurant quite often. And his sketch was up there, but no one suspected him because he was such a nice person. And finally, the man did move a few hundred miles away, and he was stranded in a hotel. And what he actually did, he called one of his ex-girlfriends, of whom he had raped and killed her young daughter, and asked her for money because he was stuck. And this is when the police got him, and they arrested him. He was put into prison for this one case of rape and murder of this young person. Now, no one knew that this person was a rapist, a murderer, a psychopath. No one could tell. I couldn't tell. He was a nice person. I'd hung out with him myself, and I thought he was a really good guy. And I knew this woman who insisted that he was framed for these murders and rapes. And she had told me she had written to him in prison, and she was convinced that he was innocent. And eventually she did go to visit him in the prison. Now, she told me later, she said as soon as she had gone into the visiting room in the penitentiary, she realized that this man was guilty. He was a psychopath, and no one realized that he was raping and murdering young girls. This was only 3 that we know of, but we don't know how many same events had occurred that he had raped and killed young girls over the years. So these are very, very dangerous people because they can't be identified. The psychopaths are the very worst. You can't see them. They appear to be normal, nice people that you would let them sleep in your house, but at the same time you're not aware they are psychopathic. They will rape, they will kill, and no one is aware of this. Now, this is something that has to be brought to the public light. I've talked to many, many people about narcissists, and they just can't absorb the fact that these people are empty beings, that they are evil, wicked people. They seem to believe that, well, you know, I'm the one who's crazy, and for thinking that there are such people that are narcissistic, psychopathic, and there's many of you out there that have been victims of narcissists, and you know yourself that when you mention to people that you have had occasions to be with narcissists, and you weren't aware that they were narcissists or psychopaths. But when you finally realize that these people are wicked, evil people, they're deceiving everyone except the ones that are become victims, and they come to the realization and the understanding that they are narcissistic, psychopathic, they have no emotion, the only intent they have is self-pleasure with themselves. They only think totally of themselves. They don't care about anybody else. And it's such a big thing today in our world. This is a worldwide thing, and there's so many people that just believe everything is nice and dandy. There's nothing on the news that says anything about this. And if there ever is such an event, it's always someplace else. It's got nothing to do with them. A person could have in their friend circle psychopaths that murder and kill, and narcissists, of course, are very common, but they aren't identified because they aren't visible. And for you people out there that think that us victims of narcissism are the crazy people, you will find out someday. You will find out eventually, because this is becoming such a worldwide open thing that eventually everybody will know, because it's such common that these people cause so much damage to people in our society. Now, I think I stressed my point here that this is very real narcissism, psychopaths. We can't see them. They are hidden amongst us, and their only intent is to destroy and kill. And I think that I will close this for now, and I thank you very much for listening, and I appreciate you subscribing if you haven't already, and share this with others, and the little bell in the corner of your screen, if you subscribe, this will give you a reminder and a notification that when I do put another video up, you will be notified of it, so you won't miss anything. So I thank you very much, and have a good day. Bye for now.